Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be the vibrant bright pink eye makeup look with the pop of color. So I'm just prepping my skin with the Too Faced Hangover, and then I'm going to go in with the MAC primer and face base. Then I'm going to take the Milani foundation and spread it all over my face using my e.l.f. sponge. And then for my concealer, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D foundation just to brighten up. And I do like my foundation a little warmer than myself, just because it balances out everything once I put my concealer on, and it looks very, very, very pretty in pictures because of the warmth. So here I am going in with the Kat Von D Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm using this as a concealer because it is so full coverage. I rarely use this on my face as a foundation. I feel like it's too heavy for that. However, I do love it as a concealer. Next, I'm going to take the Hourglass Concealer just to brighten up underneath the eyes a little bit more. I'm going to apply this. This one is hydrating, so it keeps underneath the eyes nice and hydrated and smooth and not so matte. This is also really full coverage, as you guys can hear Sky in the background, but this is also a full coverage concealer, so this does give a nice amount of coverage without having to add in another layer. Next, I'm going to take my sponge and I just go back over to make sure everything is seamless and blended and make sure it's a flawless, even coverage. Now we're going to go in with one of my new favorites that I'm in love with. This is the Pat McGrath Under Eye Brightening Powder. So I started it off on my chin just so I can gauge how bright it was going to be, and then I went ahead and pulled it up underneath my eyes. This gives a flawless finish. When I say flawless, I mean flawless. It doesn't look dry, it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy. It looks like skin, okay? I went ahead and I ordered a lighter one because I wanted underneath my eyes to be a little bit brighter, because I feel like this shade is going to be perfect for just the natural look because it's so close to my skin tone. Okay, so here I had to pause for the cause because the look didn't go as planned when I envisioned it the first time, so I had to take it off and redo it. And I just wanted to put this in here because sometimes it does happen, and I wanted you guys to know that this was reality and that it's okay to mess up and start over if your vision is not going the way that you planned it. So the first shade that we're going to go into is called Therapy Sesh. And this is the vibrant lavender color. We're going to blend this all into the crease and then close to the brow bone, but not too high up. I mainly want to focus this to buff it out and blow it out to make it like a blown out purple crease color. And I was really focusing on building up this crease color. And I didn't tell you guys what palette I'm using, but I am using the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe 2 palette. So yes, you really want to build these colors up because I wanted it to be very, very vibrant. And then I'm going to go on and pack on that color onto the lid. Literally just packing it on, and you can see the difference in tone and color versus blending and packing. So packing on gives you the most colored pigment, and blending on gives you like a soft, blown out look. So here I'm just packing on, buffing, packing on, buffing. And then I'm also smoking out the bottom lash line with that same color. And you'll notice that when I'm buffing underneath my eyes, I am really blowing out that bottom lash line. I'm not really caring about placing it too close up to the lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the Tipsy Girl, and this is what I'm going to use to soften up the edges and to blend out the edges underneath the eye and in the crease to make everything a little bit more vibrant and more neon. Okay, so here's the fun part. I was debating on which colors to use. These are all from ColourPop. These are the cream gel liners, and I decided on the baby blue one. So I'm gonna do a wing liner with this one, and this is a really good contrast because the blue is like a really pastel, like rich, I don't know, baby blue. It's so pretty. And it did a really nice contrast with the pink behind it. It made the blue pop, made the pink pop. They worked really well together. So I'm using the Essence Angled Gel Liner brush, and I'm just going ahead and making a wing liner. Also, a trick when doing wing liner, you always want to pull into the eye like I'm about to do now. That will always give you more control with creating your wing liner. I'm also going to take MAC pigment in high depth cyan, and it's like a little bit deeper than this blue. It's a little more rich in color as far as depth goes, but I set the eye gel with this powder, and it's so pretty. I love the MAC cyan, high depth cyan pigment. A little bit goes a very long way, so I'm literally just packing on the pigment, and that's it. Then I'm just dusting off any fallout that may have happened. And then I'm taking the pink gel liner and applying it in my waterline. Honestly, the finished result came out extremely beautiful. However, going back and looking at pictures, I wish I would have carried like a navy blue in my waterline instead of the pink, just to add more contrast. However, it did still turn out beautiful. But that's just, you know, hindsight 20. You always have 20/20 vision. But yeah, I was just letting my creative juices flow that night because I was bored. Then I'm going to go in with like a dark purple and just press it underneath the waterline to add a little bit of contrast. So here I'm just intensifying the lavender pink that is on my eyelid just to bring more contrast back. Cleaning up the brow bone because I didn't want the shadows to be as high. So I'm taking the concealer to kind of erase what was up there and then taking my finger to soften up those edges. Then I'm also blending out, just making sure everything is seamless because I don't want you to see where it starts and stops. Then I'm also going to go in with my mascara to prep for my false lashes. I wanted to make sure the lashes that I chose, when I looked at you, you can kind of see through the lashes. I didn't want it to be too heavy or too dense of a lash. I wanted to have more separation but still length. Then I'm going to go in with the Sephora New Bronzer, which I really love. This is my first time trying this shade. I have the other shade, which is a little darker, which I use after this. But I really do love these bronzers, and they are chocolate girl friendly, so that is definitely a plus. This warmed up my skin super nice. It wasn't harsh. It blended easily. It didn't skip. So if you're looking for an affordable bronzer, definitely check out the new Sephora collection bronzers. They are beautiful. I'm also going to contour my nose. Not so much contour, but add a little bit more shape back into my face and structure because the eye look is so intense. I wanted to make sure I had shape and dimension in my face. I always bring the bronzer and contour through the inner part of my brow bone just to make the shadow seamless and it doesn't look like shadow stop and then contour on the nose. I wanted it to all flow. So you really want to make sure bold looks like this. You go in it with mascara on the bottom lashes so your lashes and your eyes don't get lost behind the look. I wish I would have went upstairs. Now looking back again, I wish I would have went up to my room to get my colorful mascara, because then I probably would have played off of that baby blue to the bottom lashes. But you know, my creative juices are flowing now again because I'm looking back at this look. Then I'm going to take the Becca finishing powder, or the multitasking powder, in deep bronze. This one is limited edition, or was limited edition, and is discontinued now. I found mine at TJ Maxx. Hopefully I can find another one because it is one of my favorites. Then I go in with MAC's hot pink blush. I'll list the name down below, just to bring the pink back to the face and tie the eyes with the cheeks. Using my Dior highlighter, this is one of my favorite highlighting palettes. I mix the bronze and the pinky rose glow together so I can play off the pinks in the face, but still have enough of the warmth of the brown. And I place this on top of my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, a little on my chin, and I don't think I place any above my eyebrows, but of course everywhere else. Then I go in with the L'Oreal Finishing Foundation Powder, and I'm just using this to brighten up underneath the eyes a little bit more because it kind of got lost in the sauce with the look because the Pat McGrath was like around my skin tone. Taking my Urban Decay lip liner, and I can't remember the number, I think this is Hex. I'll leave everything listed below. But taking the lip liner, I'm just kind of overlining my lips just to bring shape and fullness back. And then I'm going to go in with Pink Nouveau from MAC to fill in the lip. Then to blend the colors together, I'm taking the liner, pressing my lips together, kind of reinforcing colors. Then I go in with this Maybelline lip gloss. I cannot remember the name of it. This one was limited edition, and I found this one at Ulta. But as you can see, initially it starts off as like a green tint, but it finishes off as like a high gloss shine. So I really, really loved it. It tied everything together. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, which will be a vlog. Now, here are some bits and pieces of who and what we were saying behind the scenes of the video when you saw my lips talking.
I'm so glad you moved out pillows from that couch.
Oh, they're going back tomorrow morning. So, rub across the couch now while you can. Because
The room looks bigger.
it looks bare and it don't look homey.
I mean, that's a lot of pillows, though.
Thank you.
You need a couple of pillows.
It's like some country shit.
Yeah, it is a lot of pillows.
Guess what both of y'all could do? You don't have to buy that many when you get to yours. And you gotta deal with it.
I don't have to do it.
You have to deal with it.
At least I can go get mine. Without the pillows. You gotta suffer with them.
When they don't like your pillows, this is what happens.
I didn't say I didn't like the pillows. I just said it becomes excessive.
It's not excessive.
I like them. They're prickly though.
They gotta be fluffed.
Yeah,
that's because they keep. Yeah.
Does your babe hate on your couches that have a lot of pillows, or nah? You team pillows or no pillows on the couch? Leave it down below. Don't forget to click on these videos that you have missed. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and the next video to come out will be my vlog. Until next time, bye guys.